These are actions to recognize a person, to validate the person, and to appreciate the person. That you must recognize what a person does for you, what they do, period, and what they do for you. Number two, you need to validate it, which means you need to recognize that what they do is them, and you have to respect what they do and not try to, quote unquote, change what they do. To appreciate what they do, that's appreciation. Not try to change what they do. To, acknowledge could also be here.
So first, I want to begin with what Allah says in the Quran in regards to being a provider and a maintainer, and also the well-known hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he said, "The best of you are those who are the best of their wives." Provide leadership, provide maintenance. All of this monetary, of course, this is a part of it, but it doesn't stop there. And it's also providing with leadership. It's providing with your masculine energy, and everything that Allah has given us to lead our families. It consists of responsibility, being responsible, being firm, but not being a tyrant, being kind, being soft when the time needs to be, because women are softer than men. So you have to sometimes be delicate when it's appropriate, to have that delicate balance, and know how to respond appropriately to various situations or to various emotions and feelings that your wife may have. We're different, male and female, obviously. So one of those things is really knowing and understanding the differences between what women respond to, what your wife responds to, and it's very much going to be different than what we respond to, obviously. Sometimes you have to be a teacher. Sometimes you have to be a doctor. I think, sometimes those things are necessary in being a good husband. As men, sometimes we have big egos. That's just how Allah has made us. So sometimes we have to be humble, and we have to humble ourselves and allow ourselves to sometimes learn and be taught by our wives. And also what's very important, we have to be a protector. We have to be the guardian and protector of our wives and our families. Very, very important. We should accept this role. We should accept the responsibility, and we should be thankful and grateful to Allah, because as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, it's a means to complete our deen. One half of our deen is in marriage. So may Allah accept all of us and make us all good husbands.
Two things that I think is important to remember, and both of these are things that are important to remember after the kind of newness or the kind of in love experience wears off, is one thing to remember is that you all are teammates. You all are on the same team. And so oftentimes teammates might disagree. Teammates might have a argument. You might yell at each other. But the thing about teammates is they only can win together. There's no team that one person won and the other person lost. That they only can win together. And so when you realize that this person is your teammate, that the problems and the challenges you all face is not them versus you or you versus them, but it's you and him or you and her versus the challenge. And many of those times, the challenge is actually Shaitan, who doesn't want to see you succeed. It says in our book is that they will learn the secrets of what will divide a husband and a wife, and they will never come to any good. And the second thing I want to say is that this really proves your character. It's not about how you treat your wife. It's not about how you treat your best friend or your girlfriend or your homeboy. It's about how you treat this person who is very near and dear to you. A person who's going to see you in ways that even your parents never even saw you. And so how do you treat this person is really a testament to who you are, your character, your values. And oftentimes, how do you build trust? How do you, nurture and foster that trust? How do you respect each other? And respect is of the utmost importance, because a lot of things will fade. Beauty will fade, money will come and go. But if you are really in a relationship with someone that you trust, someone that you respect, even in the most darkest of times, you say, I really respect her. I really want good for her. I really want good for him.
I think it means being a leader, an example, the type of leader that that promotes followership. That means that, people will want to follow you. An example, meaning that people will want to be like you. You have to realize that people don't follow you because of what you say. They are going to follow you because of what you do. And that's the example that they'll follow. They'll follow the example that you do. So you have to be very mindful of what you're doing. So leadership is one, and it doesn't mean that, your wife isn't also a leader at the same time. You both are leaders in your own respects. I think the other thing that comes up for me is being a provider, meaning that you have to provide people with what they need. And I'm not just talking about financial. Financial is one of the things that you absolutely need to do. You have to provide people with the financial needs of the family, needs of the unit, but you also have to provide them with the spiritual, with the social, with the emotional things that they need also, or at least try to fill those cups the best way that you can, or allow the person to fill the cups for themselves by allowing them to create that community and social circle that they need.
One of the things that you will have to do as a husband, what it means to be a husband is to be responsive and follow through. Follow through is going to be the biggest thing for men, actually for men and women. But if you say you're going to do a thing, do it. It may take you a while. It may take you extremely long, or it may just be something easy to you or easy for you to do, and you can get it done immediately. Either way, get it done. Communication, being able to communicate, ahead of time what your intentions are, so that people don't have to guess or make up ideas in their head of where you are. They have a clear understanding of whose team you're on. The team, you all huddle, right? You have a huddle, and that's so that you all can get on the same page, communicating. So follow through and communication, and then also laughter, man. You have to be able to make light of most topics, so that you can get through it.